5 in a row, chance for a top 4 spot still alive. How important is that top 4 spot, do you think?
Yeah, massive. I think, again, at the same time, we can't really control what other teams in regards to their results. So we've got a couple of big games coming up with Manly this week and Cowboys next week, who both teams are going to be featuring in the finals. So it's finals-like game, and yeah, it's going to be a cool game this weekend.
A couple of big outs though after last week. Firstly, your captain, he's just been so integral. How big a loss is he?
Yeah, massive, but I think it also gives an opportunity for him to rest up this week and get his body right for finals. And we've had that kind of mentality all year, that next man up. And Jarrell comes in and he's done a job for us all year when he's got his chance. So I'll be excited to play alongside him this week.
Critter, not just with the ball, but obviously his leadership and his talk, it's hard to replace. Who steps up in his absence in that regard?
Yeah, I guess it's just we're going to need everyone in the 17 to step up this week. He's been a massive part to our team all year, and he's going to play a massive part all week in regards to our prep and that. But when it comes to the game, it's going to take 17 of us this week to kind of fill that void, and we're forming really good relationships, and I'm sure all the boys will be able to do that.
You guys take a lot of toes out of, I think, we could all see how good defensively you guys were, but the way I think things have improved for you guys in terms of your attack, has that been something that you guys take a lot of confidence out of, putting 20, 30, 40 points on teams?
Yeah, massive. I think all year, I think about 5 rounds before this one, we kind of focused purely on our defence, and our attack was kind of the least prioritised thing. And we knew kind of we were going to do anything in this competition that our attack needed to improve. And it's been nice the last couple of weeks to score some points. And again, I didn't think we played that well last week, but we still managed to score a few points, and they're good signs for the long run.
What point of the season did you feel like this was a possibility to be in the finals, but then also be so high up?
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy, to be honest. I think you kind of come back November 1 in pre-season, and this is the goal to play finals at the end of the year. And for it to be kind of happening now, it's so cool to be a part of. And you can see the belief within the team, but not only the team, but the community too. Everyone's starting to believe that we can do something pretty special in this competition. And we've got a couple of big games coming up, the next 2 games that will hopefully set us up for a big back end of the year.
A lot has been made of Stephen Crichton's hit and the suspension and sin bins, and compared to other incidents last weekend. Is it about getting a bit confusing for players to know when you're sin bin and when you're not?
I'm not sure. Again, that's out of my control, so I'm not really going to comment on that. But again, he's missing out on this week, and that's just the price he's going to pay. And again, we've got Jarrell Skelton coming to the side, and we're really looking forward to playing with him. And yeah, that's just up to the NRL at the end of the day.
Does this feel like to be a bash of the year, 2 teams that could very well meet, come to the finals, going to be a massive crowd, you both playing for a while?
Yeah, it is, I guess. It's going to be a big game. Both teams are playing good footy at the moment. Manly got strike all over the park, and I think we're going to have to be on defensively all day. And both teams got big support base as well, so hoping a big crowd at a core on the weekend. And yeah, it's going to be pretty cool to play in front of.
As Toby said, you could potentially come up against them in the finals. How important is it to win now to maybe get a bit of a mental edge ahead of the finals?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the mental edge, but winning's the key to everything at the moment. I think in regards to a top 4, it's kind of out of control. We kind of got to rely on other teams to do that, but we don't really want to focus on that. If we can put in 2 really strong performances and set ourselves for a big back end of the year, that's probably the most important thing at the moment.
You personally, at the start of the year, weren't even in the team. Could you imagine that how good your form would be? That you've sort of cemented your squad now in the top grade?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've never been to this part of the year where I'm going to be playing finals footy, so I think that in itself is pretty cool to think of. And yeah, it's been a crazy year, and a year that I've really enjoyed, and I'm just soaking up everything at the moment, and I've been able to form some pretty good combinations with the boys, and I'm sure in the next couple of weeks that's going to just keep getting better and better.
What was it like at the start of the year when you were in reserve grade? Did you have faith that you would get a shot later in the year? Yeah,
I think so. Cameron's pretty honest with me, and he's always honest with where I'm at, and he made it pretty clear to me that I'd get my chance somewhere along the line. So it was just about getting all the little basics right in my game, playing cup, and yeah, I knew that I'd get my chance somewhere along the line, and I've been fortunate enough that the team's kind of started to click as the year's gone on, and yeah, I'm loving being a part of it.
For you personally, has there been something that's helped you click or helped turn your form around?
I think it's a few things. I had a big pre-season, and I was really happy with the work that I put in the pre-season. I knew it was going to set me up for for a good year, and then I've been doing some stuff off field with my mental side as well. I got my own mental coach that's been massive for me, and he's helped me a lot along the way. And I feel like I've got some really good things in place off the field that's helping me bring success on the field.
That mental side, but what are some of the things that you're doing now that has helped you with your form on the field?
I think it's a few things. I think there was one on the weekend. I had a few errors on the weekend, and I feel like in regards to the past and now, I don't really dwell on errors. I'm able to move on pretty quickly from them, and that's been a big thing. And then just keeping a simple approach in the game, not trying to overthink anything or think too far ahead has been the biggest thing too. So it's been the best thing for me, and it's definitely shown in the games, I think.
What's some of the practical, like, mental things that they've done? Like, are there breathing exercises, or give some tips?
Yeah, give some tips. I feel like a mental coach now. No, I don't know. There's heaps of different things. We spend a lot of time as a group we call it above the shoulders, which is the mental side of thing. And when you look at our physical side of things, we're not the biggest team in the comp and not the strongest, but I think that mental side's the side we've got is our edge at the moment on other teams, and we spend a lot of time on it. It's good to see it's starting to kind of pay off in games too.
How big of a loss is Kurt, mate? He's been massive for you guys.
Yeah, he's massive loss. He's been such a big part of the team this year, and for me personally, he's been enormous. He's such an old, kind of calm head, and he always wants to play footy as well, which I love. But at the same time, we've got some great players in the side with Jamin Seaman and Bailey Hayward who are going to be able to do a job, and I'm sure Kurt will be staying around training and giving all the boys tips, and hopefully we can get him back maybe at the back end of the year. But yeah, he's been enormous for us this year.
It's not a whole heap of you boys who have played finals before. Is that mental side of the game going to help with the pressure of games like this and games you're going to have in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's a period which is pretty unknown at the moment. Like I've got no idea what to expect or what circumstances you're going to be put under in finals, but I'm certainly confident around the players we've got around us. We've got the likes of Stephen Crichton, Kix, Reid, Matty Burton, who have all played in big games, and their experience is going to be massive for us moving forward.